Fine. Thank you so much for being part of this channel. Thank you so much for sharing, watching my videos, and liking. Those who comment, I do appreciate you. Otherwise, welcome back to this channel. Those who are new, please drop your subscribe to the button below, and you'll have supported me, you'll have helped me a lot. And if this information is so helpful and you find it so interesting to you, please hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post. Today I have a few things here. First of all, I talk about mothers in general, first time moms, pregnant mothers, children in general, and all to do with motherhood and parenting. And today, I want to talk on this. Some myths, there are some myths, but you can share them and then see if it has worked for you or it has not worked. Yeah, but in general, they are not really facts because they are not tested anywhere, but you can say that sometimes they do work and sometimes they don't. And this is how do you know you are having a baby boy in your belly? How will you know that you are having a baby boy in your belly? There are some few means, or there are some few things that you can take note, and then when you give birth you can know, okay, that's why I was having this and this, that's why I was having this and this. Some of them can be true, but some of them, they're just for fun. So let's just share a little bit of this, my own experience, because my first daughter, of course, I was having a daughter, my first pregnancy, but then my second pregnancy and my third, it was boy. So what are the differences that I noticed from the time I was having a baby girl and the time I changed sex? I was having a baby boy in my womb. There are some things I noticed that they were different from the baby girl to baby boy. So let me share with you some of my experience, some of what I went through, some of what I saw on my side. And after giving birth, it was exactly the same as having a baby boy. So first of all, my belly, it was so different the way it was growing. The second bony, that it was like going downwards. It was like, like facing low. So the belly was like facing low, and I was like, it was so different from my first pregnancy, because my first pregnancy was a girl, and the belly was just all round, all big, all over. But for the second time, the belly was facing low. So I was like, this could be a baby boy. So at that time I didn't know, but then at the end it was a baby boy. Exactly. So that one can also be one of the things that you can watch out. If you have not yet checked, then it can also just keep you in mind that maybe I'm having a boy, but it's not 100% correct. The other thing is what I experienced. I didn't have those morning sickness. The first pregnancy I was having for a baby girl, the morning sickness were like a routine. And in the morning, you don't want to wake up, you're all tired, you're all fatigued, and all that. You feel sick, you feel fever, every morning for my first daughter. But then when I turned to the second pregnancy, it's like I had no morning sickness at all. I was just so charming. So, you wake up with all that energy and things like I was having all that energy full time. So at the end, I realized that, okay, I was carrying a baby boy. But then the other thing that I noticed also, craving for salty things. I don't know if it has also happened to you, but having craving for salty foods, that one was oh my God. I was craving for salty foods, and having, I used to like dried meat, but then I put too much salt. But that saltness, I was like craving for that. My food had the salt was in my food was not as before. I really craved for salty things. Crisps, these are like the ringos. I ate them, lots of them, because I felt like the taste was so nice. So I was really craving for salty things. But then it was different from my first pregnancy. For her, when I was pregnant for a baby girl, I could crave for I could crave for sweet things like ice cream, all those. But the second pregnancy, I was with salty things like meat, cheese. Those were my food. I used to really, really like uh, those those salty foods. So to you also, it can either be a boy or it can be a girl, but most high percentage it is a boy if you're craving for salty things. But the other thing that I experienced, or what I went through, is dry hands. My hands were very dry. They were dry and hard. I don't know if you had also gone through that, but for me, on my side, I had those things, dry hands. My hands they were very dry, and those breakouts, like you find like your hands are breaking or things like that. But the other thing is cold feet, my dear. If you're having cold feet, highest percentage you're having a boy. Because to me, it happened for me from the day go. My colds were never warm all the time. Even if you put socks, your feet are just cold. You're like, what's happening to my feet? Your feet are just, they just become so cold. But then the other thing that I went through also is the skin. The face was so clear and soft. To the others, even my skin was clear and glowing. You find that you look so beautiful, and your skin is so clear and things like that, and you find that highest percentage you are having a baby boy. But the other thing is, of which I don't remember, but as they say that like sleeping in your your left side. If you like sleeping on your left side, I don't remember if I used to like sleeping on my left or right. I just don't remember. But anyway, if you're pregnant now and you like sleeping on your left side, most probably you're having a baby boy. But the other thing is hair growth. I don't know if this is, but I think this is very true. Hair growth. For us, some women like me, I have beards. I have these few beards here. I hope you can see them. But my dear, when I was pregnant with my baby boy, all this side I had beards. They were so much, and the hair was so growing so fast. My hair was thick and growing so fast. The body hair, all the hair, my dear, when I'm talking on hair, the hair on my legs, my arms, my pubic hair, the hair everywhere. The hair grows so fast and it becomes thick. I don't know the science behind it, but the hair becomes so much, it grows fast and it becomes thick. So my beards were so much here. I have beards, but at least they're not so much as they were when I was pregnant. So if you have hair and you see that your hair is growing so fast and is thick, my dear, you're most probably carrying a baby boy. So leave alone the hair growth and everything. I was so much in love with my first daughter. I don't know why they say that if you're carrying a baby boy and if you are having other children, maybe girls and boys, you'll be so much attached to the girls than to the boys. I don't know, you can measure that if you're pregnant or not, but they say that your love for the boys becomes higher, your baby your baby girls than the baby boy. I don't know, but I used to really love my daughter. I want to hug her all the time. I want to smell her. I really loved my daughter. But I also had this experience to another lady who was also having a boy child and a girl. Also, she was so much in love with the girl as compared to the boy. So I don't know that. I don't know how you take that, but then the love for the baby girl becomes so much. Yeah, but then the other thing is, in order to be very, very sure, is go for ultrasound check. All this we are saying, sometimes some people, you want surprises. You're like, no, I'm just going to wait until I give birth. I want to be surprised. I want to be this. So that's the person I'm talking about. If you want to be surprised, but then watch out for these signs. If you're having so much hair growth and thicker hair, you're most probably carrying a baby boy. Or if you see that you're craving for salty things, most probably you're having a baby boy. And so many other means. I cannot say these are facts because they differ from one woman to another. They keep differing, so they are not really the same. They can either happen to you and you can be carrying baby boy, but they can all this you can crave for salty things, and at the end you are carrying a baby girl. So these ones are not really facts, but they just means they happen from one woman to another. This is what has happened to me. So you also check out if you're pregnant. If you're seeing this sign, you could probably be having a baby boy. But anyway, these are just some few things to take note, and hope this information will help you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.